Okay. And we should be live right now. Let's see. There we are. Open up the live chat. All right. So it's 5 minutes to 2 right now, and hey, I already got someone in my chat. Awesome. The milk's gonna get warm. Well, that's interesting name. Thank you for joining me. So I am going to try to be doing every streaming every Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday from now on, for those of you who did not know this. So at 2 o'clock on Saturdays, I will be doing 7 Days to Die, and 2 o'clock on Sundays, I will be doing Empyrion, and on Wednesdays, I will probably be doing GTA or some random other game, depending on who I can get together to play with me. So I'm going to wait for another 4 minutes before getting started. I just figured I'd go ahead and get started a little bit early so I can see people who pop into the stream. So thank you for everyone who's joining me for joining me. Hey, Minaj, welcome to the stream. Alright, so we're going to be getting started in just another minute here, but I wanted to go ahead and say thank you to everybody who is a subscriber of mine on YouTube. I really appreciate all your support. I am 5 away from the big 1,000. I guess it's not terribly big, but it's big for me. So, thank you for everybody who's subscribed to me so far, and for those of you who are watching who have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and get all your Empyrion or 7 Days to Die content that you can handle. I will, as I said, be doing other things as well, but for now, those are my 2 main things. So, yeah, thank you everybody who subscribed, and thank you for all my viewers and everybody who, you know, comes to see daily entertainment, especially, you know, people who like video games. So, alright, it's 2 o'clock now, And we're going to go ahead and get started here. So today I am going to be live streaming Empyrion Galactic Survival. For those of you who do not know, Empyrion Galactic Survival is it's a survival-based space building game. It's got like elements of first-person shooters. It's got a whole lot of stuff. So I'm going to start off on the easy planet Akua. But my difficulty settings are a little bit jumbled. I've got the starting equipment, player progression, and degradation speed, all the player stuff on medium or normal. Same as the life stats, food consumption, oxygen consumption, and temperature ratings. Or temperature radiation impact are all normal. The resources, I went ahead and put them up to rich and plenty, so I don't ever really have to worry about resources, so I can just keep on doing things. I've got auto miner depletion on so that I'll still run out of resources even if I put an auto miner on. All the enemy settings are on high and hard, but to speed things up a bit, I got the constructor and blueprint speed on fast. However, the blueprint spawn limit is on, so I can only spawn on a base or CV. And the block limits are still in effect, so I can only have a certain number of weapons and, you know, one repair bay and that sort of thing. So, anyway, I've got my live chat up. I'm going to try to keep looking at it. I've got it on my phone since I only have one monitor for now. But I'm hopefully going to get a second monitor soon. So I'll try to keep up with who's in the chat and everything. But if I miss something, don't get offended or anything. Because, you know, I'm just here trying to have fun and hang out with you guys. So, let's see. Milk, thank you for being a subscriber since I had 600 subs. I really appreciate the support and the dedication. So let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to start on Akua. As I said, this is survival. And it is the default single player. So let's go ahead and jump right on in here. Hopefully we'll have some freighter looting later. Probably not today, because I'll only be streaming for 2 hours each week. Okay, let's see. I already see my first POI I'm going to go after over there is the Titan part. Apart from somewhere nearby ought to be a minor shelter that we will be taking advantage of. Yeah, I hope to get to 1 million, although I doubt I'll do it this year. Maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, but let's see. Okay, welcome to Andromeda. That's the galaxy we're in, of course. Empyrion Galactic Survival is a game of exploration, building, and combat for first-time players. We strongly recommend you play the tutorial. I already did that. Check out my channel. I got a thing showing the tutorial on there for people before starting a new single-player multiplayer. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. This is not a tutorial, but a series of guided first steps to help players get started in survival mode. So let's just go ahead and do this. I know all this. I'll go through it with you, but let's go. Alright, open the escape pod. That actually tells you what to do there. Okay, cool. Exit the escape pod. Player inventory. Shift and left click. Yep, let's go ahead and put that down there. I'm going to go ahead and put those down there as well. And it says do that with the emergency rations. But I don't really need the emergency rations there. Oh, it says small med kit too. Okay, let's get those back and then throw the survival constructor down. The survival constructor is going to be our big thing. Okay, there's the wood cabin that I need to be heading towards. So I'm just going to head on over there. I've got a bike construction kit. Let's go ahead, do this, throw that in there. And turn it on. And then motorbike. And then once that finishes, it should... Yeah, okay. Let's pick that up, throw this down. Place that. Oh. It might just go on through those things. So, mount the bike, yellow marker, wood cabin. Yeah, it went ahead and marked the wood cabin. Cool. So we're gonna head on over here to this wood cabin. Let me take my helmet off. You can only take your helmet off there because I don't need the helmet on. Whoa, hello. Well, I'll take the little survivor shelter base here. I usually take it to start with, and then eventually, once I start getting, you know, more resources and stuff, I'll go ahead and build my own. I don't think I've seen this one before, or it may have been a long time ago. Personal container. Hey, look, it's got a lot of things. Let's go ahead and activate the base. Now, recently with in Alpha 7, they added these solar panels to all of the starter bases, so they no longer have generators and such. They just have the solar panel, which is good for the little bases like this, but you need a lot more of them if you're going to start adding a whole lot more things in it. So there's a hole right here. Where's there a hole in my base? That's weird. I mean, it's this window right here, but you would think they would have, I don't know. Would you stop that? Sheesh. Okay, anyway, let's continue. It says place sprouts. All right. What sprouts do I want? I want tomato, pumpkin, and durons to start with anyway. Use the lever. Haha! Place the, go outside and place the survival constructor. Actually, let's just place it right here. Haha! That way I can access from inside here. That may be why they did that. Gather resources. All right. So to gather resources, your primary thing is this drill here. Now, for the most part, you'll be looking for these resource deposits out here to gather up different resources and the like. As you'll notice, there's a whole lot of resources on this planet because I set it, you know, to high and everything. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with the stone removal, and I'm going to come over here just to finish this quest. I'm going to attack these rocks with stone removal, and you'll notice I got iron and silicon ore from that, completing 2 of my quests. Now, let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and gather things while I'm out here. Another thing that you can use to gather resources, specifically wood, is a chainsaw. Now, the chainsaw is only really good for wood. However, early on, wood is a really nice building tool. 3 wood logs. I got 3 wood logs. Let's go ahead and just start taking apart more rocks until I get that copper ore, which might or might not happen relatively quickly. There we go. Hey, look, open the map. Close the map. For those of you who don't know or don't realize, I'm using my jetpack to jump as far as I am. All right, let's throw this, that, this, and that in there. Okay. It says craft 1 solar panels and at least 2 pistol rounds. We'll give you 25 bullets each. Okay, so for solar panels, I need glass plates, steel plates, optical fiber. Well, let's see. I need to go ahead and do that. One of each of those is turn you on. So I'm going to need glass plates, steel plates, and optical fiber. I only need 1. And then I'm going to need ammo rounds. In order to do ammo rounds, I'm going to have to make fiber. And then that should give me 20. So I'm going to go ahead and do 10 of those. Hold on, wait. Ah. There. Anyway, 10 of those, and then 2 of those. And then I'm missing another glass plate. Yeah, glass plate. And then those will go, that'll go, that'll go. With larger constructors, you don't need things. Yeah, I know there's a free solar panel on top. I'm just, you know, trying to complete the little crafting mission things here. I don't know if it's going to tell me to place the solar panel on the thing as well to give us even more solar power or what. Almost done, and we'll find out. I hear something outside. Something weird. Okay. It says place both solar panels, but there's only one solar panel. That's weird. Direction of the slope solar panel variant makes the sun. Yeah, so if you look at the map, I'm like right in the middle. So what I don't want, oh, that's a little cricket thing I heard. I don't want a sloped solar panel like this. I mean, it works, but supposedly the best thing if you're near the equator like this is to have a flat solar panel. Now it wants us to place the solar panel. Now is that going to tell me? It says oh no, I don't want to manually do it. I will do it later. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and this is what I like to do, you can press in to activate your yes, I will expand the base later. In fact, I'll probably build my own base later. You press in to bring up your building menu, and I'm going to connect to the wood cabin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a place that's going to get some good sunlight, like out here. And I'm going to place this solar panel out here, like so. And it's still connected to the base. It's just getting, you know, it's in a better place. Of course, you know, I can protect it if I want, but right now there's no need to because I don't have any drones or anything in the area. So I placed one. Doesn't want me to place the second one. I can go ahead and just make a second one. I mean, heck, I'm going to need it eventually anyway. Probably anyway. Alright, let's just go ahead and do... I didn't need that optical fiber, but it's okay. Yeah, all I need is more glass plates if it wants me to place more. And if after placing this second one it doesn't do it, I'm just going to go ahead and click the little manual check thing. Alright, so let's go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing I did with this one, and I'm going to put it right here. Let's put it on this other side, right there. Haha! Robinson protocol completed. Now you're good to go. Expand your base with wood, concrete, or steel blocks. Build a large constructor. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, so now we're doing stuff freely. We finished the basic Robinson protocol Akua thing. I'm going to go ahead and activate Delicious Green Eating Akua, which is going to have, whenever I collect things, it'll update the mission. Let me go ahead and throw some of this stuff back into here, some of the stuff that I don't need. There's no refrigerator in here right now. I'm going to need to get a refrigerator. I want to keep the ore scanner, the fuel packs, emergency rations, biofuel. Those I can put in the core. I'm going to want to keep the medicines, the antidote pills. I don't need to keep that on me or that. Might as well keep this on me. If I get food poisoning, I'll just chug some wine. I don't need the purified water. I'll keep the anti-radiation pills even though I don't need them. Let's throw that and that in there, and I'll just hold on to these. Okay. Next, I'm going to go ahead and turn those into that. Now, if I had a... oh, there's some things up there that I can loot. Or no, those are chairs. Oh well. I thought it was more little container things. There is a ventilator, but I'm not going to worry about using it because I've got infinite oxygen right here. So, ventilators provide oxygen on the interior of bases if you don't already have it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our next basic stuff. Survival. What I need to gather food, and I need to start gathering resources to expand my base and to get higher level. Now, right now I'm level 2, so I can't really do much except I can go ahead and grab cargo blocks and an oxygen generator if I wanted it, but I don't need oxygen generation. At least not yet. On other planets I will. Eventually I'll get that. So let's go ahead, pick up our bike that's collapsed into its little thing here. Let's do a bit of exploring and see what's around. I know I saw, I believe it was this direction. I saw part of the crashed Titan, which is the ship that you were supposedly on when you came into the system, and it exploded, and that's why you were in the escape pod to begin with. So over here somewhere, okay, there's a lot of fiber in here. That's good to note. Although now you can just make fiber out of wood logs, which is interesting. Okay, let's head this direction. And just take a little look. If I can find a drone to kill, that would be nice. I never grabbed those bullets out of that survival constructor, did I? Oh well, I've got 150. That's more than enough to take out one drone. If I find a drone. Which it doesn't look like I'm finding no drones or anything to kill right now. Would you get out of my way, you stupid moss rock thing? Okay. Well, there's some Akua berries right there. Let's just go ahead and grab those. Let's see, what else do I need to grab? Corn dogs, honey, and plant proteins. Well, there's plant proteins nearby my base. Let's see. I like going around and collecting all of the Akua berries that I can, and collecting everything that I can, because even if you let it spoil, you can use spoiled food to make biofuel. So that you can use biofuel to run any of your base, your equipment, your small vessels, hover vessels, and the like. So my first actual goal, now that I have a base, is to get a hover vessel so that I can move around quicker. You can get a hover vessel at level 3, and I will probably use one that's blueprinted, because I prefer blueprints because they're quicker and easier. That's why I make a whole lot of blueprints. You could make a... Oh yeah, you definitely could. Yeah, I've done that before. I went into creative mode when the solar panels first came out, and where'd that bush go? Oh, it's back behind me. and I made ramps out of it. It didn't quite work as well as you would think, unless they're partially buried in the dirt, but it was really interesting. Also, one of the quickest ways to gain levels in this game. Where are the fiber plants? Were right here. There they are. Corn, fiber. You'll notice every time I pick up something, I gain 200. Let me just hold on to you. And I'm just going to run back grabbing things. Hello, little lizard muling. Because every plant that you pick up gives you 100 experience, which I'm almost at level 3 because of that. And at level 3, I should be able to get my hover vessel up and running. That being said, I'm going to need resources, so I'm going to have to grab resources. Hey, Starbird, welcome to the stream. Haha, yeah, actually, I did know that. Let's see, let me find some more rocks. So I won't know who all's in the stream unless you post in the chat. So be friendly, talk. I'll say hi if and when I see you in there. You know, I kind of lost my way to my wood cabin, so I'm gonna do waypoint, accept. I'm gonna head back out that way as I gather up resources. And hopefully by the time I get back, I'll be level 3 and can throw down a hover vessel. Let's do a little mountain climbing, shall we? Mountains are always fun. Ugh, I'm getting a little bit hungry. Might have to start nomming on some of these akua berries I picked up. Hopefully I don't get food poisoning, but if I do, I'll just drink some wine. Which you can make that wine out of akua berries, which is interesting. Now, this game's physics are a little weird, as you can climb just about any mountain just by jumping at it. As long as you've got a jetpack on, you can go up, you know, a good, decent ways. Even without the jetpack, you can jump a good bit. Alright, so the wood cabin is down there. I might end up building a base like up here, because I like building up in the snowy areas and like up here, because they're usually the safer places. When drones come to get you, you can usually defend rather well because they're coming from a lower altitude and you've got the high ground. So not that that does anything mechanically, but from the same point of view that it's that it's a good idea to have the high ground. Having the high ground does give you a slight advantage. Who's growling at me? Oh, hello, Triceratopsy. And down. Okay. Now I am quite often breaking my fall with my jetpack, so if you're wondering why I'm not taking any damage. And we've got Paul. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's see what we got in here. I'm not quite level whatever yet, but okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple more of those, and I'm gonna go find some rocks to break apart. I might actually do a little bit of ore gathering, because we've got iron, silicone, and copper, and promethium like all right here. So let's start with some copper, because the blueprint that I'm going to want to bring in, I'm just going to use the standard ones. I like this one. This little hover vessel is highly upgradable, and you will see what I mean once I spawn it in. And it's the cheapest little tier 1 one that you can do. So I need 122 ingots, iron, 96 copper, and 71 silicone, which shouldn't be difficult if I can mine these things here. So let's come on over here, and you can already see the ore deposits down there underground. So I'm going to actually start from like right here, and I'm going to do my standard drone mining, and you'll notice that you can actually dig with the drone through the dirt and everything. It's really cool. That way you don't have to send yourself in there or anything. Alright, now the thicker outlines are the closer ones. So I think this little rock clump right here is close. Then I can just go and grab all those as well, probably. Because these three seem to be the closest. Haha, 996. Thank you, Paul. Okay. Should be getting close to these right now. Oh, there's the first one right there. Ha 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 ha. Oh, we've got another good close group. Alright, let's get rid of you. Nice. And then I want to head this way because there's a lot of these over here. And I've already got more than enough copper for that little hover vessel. So once I get all this, I should be good for a while. Oh, hello. And let's just continue on nomming through these. I got plenty of biofuel, so that's a good thing. What am I up to? I think once I get through this little grouping here, I should be good. I'm almost at 1,000, which is really nice for this early on. This is a little ways digging through this rock here, but as soon as I get these done, I'll be done with copper for a while, and I'll head up to that iron mine that's nearby, and then the silicon mine, and then I might get promethium, because promethium is nice to have, but it's not necessary right now. It will be necessary eventually, and it's a better fuel source for my hover vessel, so I might grab some of it while I'm over this way. In fact, I think I am going to go ahead and grab some promethium while I'm over this way. Not a whole lot, probably. If you're talking about the green humanoid-looking insects, in fact, if you're in combat of any kind on the ground, I can show you a decent way to avoid damage. But you have to have a jetpack on. Once I get out, in fact, when I get out and from when I'm done mining, I'm probably going to finish the delicious green eating Akua, and I'm going to go on to either Huntsman or Not Afraid of the Dark, depending on what time it is, because there's no hostile creatures for 24 hours in game, like 24 in-game hours, once you spawn in. So it'll take a little bit for them to spawn, which is usually a good 40 minutes or so. Oh yeah, a small hover vessel with a turret on it is just awesome. I've actually got a small line of turrets that are just hover vessels. They don't actually have a cockpit or anything, but they're just turrets. And unfortunately, if you have it set like I do, you can only spawn them on your own bases. But it does help out. They're meant for before when you could just spawn them anywhere. Go into a POI, drop them, and they'll take apart any enemies that you've got there. And if you've deactivated the attack core things and everything, they'll only attack the enemies. So it's really nice. Almost done. Okay. So I'm going to leave the rest of this in there. I got it down to, what, 10%? There's only a few left in there, but that's all I need. Oh, look, it's dark. Yay. Let's go over here and grab some promethium while I can. It's a little bit of a ways. Alright. Well, I don't need this much anymore because I'm here. I need to keep remembering to use my bike more and more often. Okay, this is actually really close to the surface. Let's start by drilling down right here. Am I gonna fall? Yeah, I might fall. Let's back up a bit. Yep, drill down right here to that rock there. I think I might just grab that rock, depending on how much it gives me. The only reason I can see the rocks is because of the ore scanners. So, I don't know all the specs of my computer. I bought it off of Newegg a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, and I've upgraded it. I've got a what is it? A GeForce 980 Ti graphics card. There we go. Oh yeah, that's more than enough promethium. Because I bought the 980 Ti to go in here specifically to play video games with. I also added a liquid cooling system and upgraded my RAM a bit from the stock specs that my computer started with. But I don't know all the specifications of everything else, but it was all pretty decent when I bought it. My brother's more of the technical guy who knows a lot about computers. I just like video games. So anytime I need to upgrade my my system, he helps me out with that. Okay. Eventually I'll end up learning all that stuff and doing it myself, but I like doing things with my brother. I got a lot of copper. Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and do 100 of those going, and then 171 of those, and hopefully it'll be done by the time I get back. And I'm going to continue mining throughout the night. Let's head over here to the iron and then over there to the silicon. Okay. Ooh, that's real close right there. Let's go ahead and grab that. And I'm probably going to grab, like I did with the copper, just grab a bunch of the ones in the area right here. Pizzazz, thank you for joining the stream. And, Darksider, welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is a new game that I started specifically for streaming. I'll be playing this every Sunday from 2 to 4 Eastern Time. I started it because the other games I like recording in episodic form, one episode with a goal in mind at a time. I figured if I start a new game, I'll be able to basically free mode it like I would, if I weren't recording or anything, and I can just talk to you guys while I play. Hey, lots of fun. Alright, these over here are the closest, it seems. Let's just head over here and grab some more. You're not the only one, Milk. The first time I saw one, I basically jumped and knocked my I think I knocked my microphone back. It was on a stand at the time, and it was freaky. Plant monsters are freaky anyway. I don't like that they've got red blood, though. I liked it before when they had green blood. It made more sense for plants. But now they got red blood, so whatever. Yeah, I've seen people play Unturned. The only thing is, I can't really get into games that have block-headed people, and that's why I never played Minecraft, because it just looked silly to me. But I love the crafting and the building aspect of games like this, and so I can't hate on Minecraft too much, because it was basically the first really big survival building game. Valorel, welcome to the stream. You are the closest. Planet Nomads, I have played a little bit. It's a little too buggy for my preference. I thought I heard something. Maybe I didn't. Planet Nomads has a lot of bugs in it that when I play it, it makes it a little difficult to really get into. But I love what they've done. Like, I built a mobile base, and I've got a few episodes of that on my channel. And I would keep playing it, but I really don't have enough time to devote to that and Empyrion and, you know, everything else. I might play Planet Nomads on my Wednesday streams sometimes. So, you know, just check out whenever I play on Wednesdays, see what I'm playing. I'll usually try to you know, switch up what I play on Wednesdays to get a bigger variety of things. Space Engineers is like Empyrion with less fighting and more building and more intricate systems in the ships and stuff that you build. There's not a lot of different types of enemies to fight or anything. There's only a few, but if you prefer building to the survival aspect, then Space Engineers is what you want. I like a mix of both survival and building. I love building and creating things, but I like doing it within the game as well as using creative mode. Let's do a few more nodes. Let's grab these nodes over here and then call it a day of iron. Yeah, if they added, well, and here's what I'm hoping they'll do. I'm hoping that they'll add a whole bunch of different planets that, like, when they expand to the larger systems, where you go from one system to the next, so that instead of fighting just the same enemies over and over, that, like, each system will have its own unique enemies in it. So, like, if you went to one system that was, you know, suffering a zombie plague, you know, it would make sense to have zombies in the game. I have tried Subnautica. I love the game. The only downside is it's only single player. If it were multiplayer, I guarantee you that I would be playing it with a bunch of my other YouTube friends because it's really, really fun, and it would be awesome as a multiplayer game. I'll probably be playing some Subnautica occasionally on Wednesdays when I stream, but probably not as much as other games because it requires a bit of time devoted to it as well for the exploration and all. But it would actually be a lot more fun to stream it than it was doing videos of it. So I don't know. I'll probably stream Subnautica on Wednesdays occasionally as well. But there's so many other games that I want to play too. I mean, whoa, look at all those ores. But yeah, I love Subnautica. I love underwater games like that. Nightmares are sort of zombies. The nightmares are, I don't think they have a backstory yet, but I'm actually working on my own solar system made for multiplayer, which goes into detail about the background of the nightmares and the abandoned buildings that you see around. And hopefully sometime in the next month or so, I'll have it pretty much finished. Maybe a couple of months, but I'm planning on trying to get my other YouTube friends, Captain Adonis and Zanfin GMR, who I do my multiplayer Empyrion with, trying to get them to go through that and play on that. The thing about the system is it's harder than the normal systems. The easiest planets on there are medium, and they're not really planets either. So you start on space stations. One of them's a planet, but it's a volcanic planet, so it's hard. But anyway, look forward to seeing stuff from that in the next couple of months. Yeah, it's more like nightmares are mutants than they're zombies. Astroneer is another game that I have not played, but I do want to. I just want to take a look at it. I've seen some play of it, and it looks really interesting. Well, I appreciate you joining my channel and keeping up with it, Starbird. I've heard of the... Sorry, I've heard of the Subnautica mod that makes it multiplayer, but I've not been a... I've never been a big fan of modding things. I mean, I would love to get it and play it multiplayer with people, but I would also have to get people who were willing to, you know, mod the game and do that as well. And right now, unfortunately, a lot of the people I play with, there aren't a whole lot of Subnautica fans. So, you know, it is what it is. I would love to roleplay Empyrion. I would love to do it. In fact, I've got Captain Adonis and Xanfin and I are working on a sort of roleplay-ish, what would you call it? A sort of like a TV series style roleplay for Empyrion, where it goes through the storyline of the MS Titan. It would start on the MS Titan before it crashes, and it would be awesome. I've got a fully functional MS Titan that I reconstructed from the MS Titan parts. Yay, level 3. So once I get all these ores built up, I should be able to bring in that hover vessel. Let's see. Wow, I'm not getting a whole lot of silicon from these at all. Seems like I got more stuff out of the other deposits than out of this one. Yeah, I would love to play Ark again, whether I RP it or not, because Ark was my first survival game, and the group of people I played with were fun to play with, but this was before I had my YouTube channel, and so I was just playing it and building and doing a lot of things. I do have a small Ark series that I did. In fact, I got a few of them. Ark was the first thing that I put on the channel, in fact, where I've got a lot of builds and stuff, but unfortunately the server that we had going seemed not to get a lot of people playing it, and unfortunately not a whole lot of people were watching the videos. So once it was just down to me on the server and no one else, I just sort of you know, switched over back to Empyrion. I mean, I was still doing Empyrion, but I went more Empyrion and just stopped Ark, even though I would love to play it again. I don't know. I don't have much access to games that I can give away and the like, but I know that Mahula was the one that scheduled the giveaway in the past, where we did a 24-hour stream between different YouTubers, and we each took like 1 hour increments, and we had a channel that we streamed all of it to, and we had some giveaways with that, and it was really fun. We had like, I don't know, 10 or 11 YouTubers who or YouTuber and Twitch streamers who were streaming on YouTube and Twitch, and it was a lot of fun, and I'd like to do it again sometime. Yeah, I know. Arc is definitely still buggy, even though it's in full release now, which I think is funny. But I mean, some of the decisions the Arc devs have done, I disagree with, like going ahead and making it a full game, which doubled the price of it and all that. But I do like the content they're releasing, like the Arc Aberration. I don't have it, but I've seen it played, and it looks hella fun. Hey, Papa Rob, what's up? I love Star Citizen. I've been following Star Citizen since like its early days. I never actually got anything for it. I'm waiting for it to actually become a full release game and everything before I actually get too big into it, because it's got so much that that they want to do with it that you know, it's the game that I really want to play. The game that I was hoping would come out like last year, but I found Empyrion and started playing it. But I really want to play Star Citizen as a full game rather than as its early alpha game that it currently is. Because what's his name? Chris Roberts was instrumental in creating the Freelancer game that I played ages ago, and that was my absolute favorite game. It had a compelling storyline, its multiplayer was really fun, you had trading, you had space fighting, you had, I mean, just about everything you could think of except ground-based stuff. You know, it was all in the spaceship. And Star Citizen looks like it's going to combine what Freelancer was with, you know, the first-person shooter aspects of games that I've always loved. Yeah, Star Citizen's going to be more like a simulated space life, and once it comes out full release, hopefully by then I'll have enough, that I can basically just play that along with a whole lot of other games and all, but that'll probably end up being my main one by that time. But I'll probably never give up Empyrion, because Empyrion is advancing so quickly and so well that I've never seen a game that's this fun advance this quickly ever. I've played very little Call of Duty. I prefer PC games and all, and most Call of Duty things are console. I can't really get into first-person shooters on consoles because it's really difficult for me to play. Alright, that's enough silicone. Let's head back to the wood cabin there. Because using a console controller for first-person shooting is like, I'm used to using a trackball and keyboard, so using a console is a little bit different. And it gives me a lot of difficulties trying to use a controller first-person shooter. But the main first-person shooter that I played before, oh look, I ran out of power, yay! Fortunately, this keeps on going. Let's just close that just in case. What was I gonna do? Iron and silicone. Let's just do 100 of each and see how that does. Oh, I can harvest it. Yay! I need more power. All right, 997. Awesome. Yeah, I know. I actually took the survey, and it looks like they're going to be coming out with a lot of really good stuff. Okay, let's see. Now, all that I've found around here are akua berries and cobra leaves. I need to collect corn dogs, alien honey, and textured plant protein. There was a textured plant protein somewhere that I could have collected along the way. Oh, hello, native guys that I do not want to shoot in the face because they will murder mine. Ah, there's some alien honey. Gives me the honeys. And then... I believe that is a skull. More aqua berries. More aqua berries. Ah, there we go. More aqua berries. Corn dogs are either near mountainous areas or down in valleys. And the textured plant proteins tend to be down in valleys too. Ah, there's some more alien honey. And I'm out of stamina. Hey, new promethium deposit. Yay. Okay. Let's come down here and see if there's any textured plant proteins in these areas. There might be, but then again, there might not be. And it's almost day. Yay! So if you're ever fighting something on the ground and you can jetpack up onto a rock like this, go ahead and do it because they can't get up here and you can always shoot down at them. That's one decent way to stop from dying. Are these more aqua berries? Yep, more aqua berries. More aqua berries. I believe it was over here that I saw the plant proteins. Oh yeah, the AI in Empyrion definitely needs to work a lot better. It needs a major overhaul, but that's something that they've known for a while. It's just not high on their list because every time they ask about it, people are like, no, we want this instead, we want this instead. So they're like, all right, we'll just put it on the back burner until it becomes a major thing that people want. So let's head back up here and over to the wood cabin and see what we got going on. Whoa. And then once I get that hover vessel in operation, okay. Once I get the hover vessel operational, we should be golden. You still lack... Okay. How are you looking? Oh, you're not even done with those? Useless. Yeah, I'll be doing a lot more streams. Like I said early on, for those of you who weren't here early on and are here now, I will be trying to stream 3 times a week: Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. Saturdays, I'll be doing 7 Days to Die along with Like a Boss and a bunch of people that he's got together. And then Sundays, I'll be doing this game, single player Empyrion. And Wednesdays, I'll be varying the games that I play, going from, you know, maybe Empyrion or maybe Grand Theft Auto or Subnautica or Planet Nomads. Just a variety of different games that I've been wanting to play. I might even play some of the older games that I have, like Mass Effect or Dragon Age or things like that that I haven't played in a long time. Even though Empyrion is in a is still in its alpha stage and Arc is full release, Empyrion seems to be more stable than Arc. Yeah, plants don't grow without the lights on, but the lights were on, and they grew, and then the lights got shut off. So, let's see. See, I always have this problem early in the mornings, when my base is on 1 dot for the things. Because the power seems to cut on and off and on and off and on and off. So let me do... Whoa, hey, you grew. Haha. Let me turn all the lights off. And I'll just go ahead and flip you down so you don't get confused. And hopefully that will help my power situation a bit. Iron and then silicon. We still got a bit for those to go before we get what we need. Do I have... Alright, yeah, I've got more than enough. Let me go ahead. Alright, finish that one. And then... let's go ahead and do 30 silicone, and that should give me enough stuff that I can, yeah, my power is good now. Should give me enough stuff that I can, go ahead and throw it into here. 71, that needs, yeah, 30. Go ahead and do another 10 on top of it. The solar panels don't track the sun automatically. Whatever you set them at, like if you set them flat like this, they'll stay flat like that. Just like the solar panel up there, you set it at angled, it'll stay at angled. They're all fixed solar panels. And the reason they do that, I think, is it's just easier. But you have to set them facing a specific direction for them to get the sun. Like, this sun's going to rise over here and set behind that mountain. So, the best ways to have it is either like this, angled this direction, or flat like that, so that as it goes over, it gets the maximum sun the best that it can. If you were on top of a mountain in the middle of the planet like this, you would definitely want to throw down only these so it gets the maximum sunlight from one side of the planet to the other. The angled ones, if the sun is behind the angled ones, it doesn't it won't get any efficiency out of it. I probably won't play Space Engineers because it's such a similar game in the building style and everything to Empyrion that it would basically be like playing, in my opinion, a less combat heavy version, less survival heavy version of Empyrion. And I really like the survival aspect of the game. So I probably won't be playing Space Engineers anytime soon. Even though its building is a lot more complex, it's I prefer combining the building with the survival aspects and all. Yeah, you want to put the thing sloped towards the equator if you're north or south, and you want it flat at the equator. Geothermal vents would be nice. I could only see them really being implemented on like volcanic planets or things like that. But it would be really neat to have like different types of energy energy sources for different planets. Like if you had one planet that it was so covered in clouds and smoke that you couldn't get any sunlight through, but yet had geothermal vents and then had a way to use them to create energy, that would be awesome. All right, now that we got this, I'm going to go ahead and start making up some components. Copper and silicone. What I need 96 copper and 71 silicone, which means if I make 40 of these, that'll be 80. And that should give me 96 copper, and I don't know how much silicone it'll give me. It'll give me like 50 something. In fact, caves was one of the things that they were asking if they should implement in the next major patch in the survey. And that would be really awesome, but it's not high on my priorities. Right now I'm prioritize the realism and the crafting aspect. So the major thing that I want them to implement as soon as they can is the ability to fly ships with people walking around in them. That would make it so much better. Alright, later, Manoj. Okay. And then I'm going to need iron. So let's go ahead and do... What was I going to do? 100. Yeah, 100 of those will give me... Let's see, 10. That'd be 200. That's 100. That's 10, 20, 40 iron ingots, I think. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna need to do. Let's just go ahead and do that and that and get all those going. Okay. So, oh, hello. I've got 96 of these, which should give me 96 and 48, I'm going to need more silicone, so 48, 71 minus 48, that'd be 70 minus 40 is 30. And then, so 60 minus 40 is 20, plus 11 minus 8 is 3, so I'm going to need 23 of these. And those don't count because they are single ones. So 22 plus that ought to give me what I need. And then let's, yeah, I've got the pipes going there. Okay. Akua Moon would be interesting to start on, but if you're already starting on Akua, I don't really see any point in starting on Akua's moon. Starting on different planets and stations and the like is what I prefer, which is why in the solar system that I'm creating myself, there's only one planetary start, and then there's a start on an alien space station and a start on a derelict vessel. I'm not going to say much more about that until you guys see it, until it's done, but I'm excited about getting my solar system up and running. In fact, I may occasionally stream me just working on that as a little preview for a lot of people who like watching that sort of thing. It's true that having no water and plants on the moon would make it a lot harder. In fact, water or a water source is one of the biggest things you need in an atmosphere that has no oxygen. If you started on the moon, just like I have when you start on the volcanic planet in my solar system that I'm working on that has no oxygen, it has no water either. But you have to start with a emergency O2 generator, which not the big ones you throw in the water, but the little tiny ones that make the small oxygen bottles, because those work. You can put down anywhere, and it goes based off of the O2 content in here, 20%, 10%, whatever. So that would be something that would be really necessary if you started on the moon. Yes, I am creating a solar system, and I originally started. Oh, I'm starving. I originally started just by editing the YAML files. Creating my own scenario with YAML files, creating new planets and the like. But then I found a program, fan-made program that someone made to edit the YAML files for you. That way I don't have to edit them myself and worry about all the specific spaces and line codes and all that. And it's got a really user-friendly thing. In fact, this Wednesday I might actually just stream that, show you guys me working on that and everything that I've been working on so far with that solar system. And once I get the solar system finished, I will definitely be publishing it to the workshop so that everybody can enjoy it and have fun. Okay, you should finish those up relatively quickly. One of the first things that I'm going to do relatively soon in this game is I'm going to put a compost bin thing out here. It's not actually a compost bin. It's just one of the deco things that they have. Let me go ahead and turn this back on now that I'm getting decent charge. It's just one of the containers that can hold a few items, but I like filling it up with spoilables that I'm just gonna let spoil so they don't have to take up space elsewhere. Oh, there's fiber plant sprouts. I didn't know that I had those. Not that I need them on Akua, but no. Oh, Akua berries have more berries. Yay! Any other Akua berries? Yep, up here. Oh, where'd you go? Grr, I hate it when they disappear like that. I like this nice little shade area. I might put, you know, some benches and, you know, a little fire pit under there. Not that you can really do a fire pit. That would be awesome. But that's one thing that I think they need to do in here is more primitive stuff, like wooden doors that you can just open and close that aren't automatic, you know, that are, you know, standard doors like we have today. That would be awesome if they did that. Not a good view out that window. It's not bad out here. This place doesn't really have a good view of places, but it's good. It's a beachfront property, so that's got to add some sort of retail value to it, huh? It's also clean energy. So yeah. Let's take a look at these waters over here. That's another thing that that they had in the come on, you can hold your breath longer than that. One thing that they had in the awesome, 2 more subs. That's awesome. But one thing that they had in the survey, sorry, I was losing track of my thoughts at the time. One thing they had in the survey was liquid water, like actual water that follows physics, rather than just being blocks of water. And that would be really, really awesome too if they added that. You could drain lakes and the like. That would be really cool. Well, the thing is with the bases, the cores are just cores, and since the base was already put down, it's just a standard base. You can't change it to a CV without some finagling in the file systems. I have been able to turn bases to CVs and CVs to bases, but what you have to do is place down, like, with this here, this one wouldn't become a CV. The CV would become something that's visually identical to this. So like if I threw a CV starter down there and then closed the game, went into the files, and then copied everything from the file of this building into the one from that building to the CV would then look and resemble this building. Of course, you'd have to add thrusters and RCSs and cockpits and all that before you could fly it, but that would be really interesting. Okay, this should be all good. So now, if I put that in there, that's only 41. That in there, give me 71. Give me all these steel plates. Let's throw that in there. That's more than enough. 1 minute, 14 seconds. And I will have a hover vessel Now, you can only place hover vessels on flat planes with the way that I have it set up. I could put it up here or whatever, but I've got this nice little platform made out of solar panels out here that I think this is where I'm going to try to spawn it in. I don't know if it will let me, but anyway, sorry, I was reading the chats. How long do I have? 27 seconds. I don't know why they have that thing in here. It's just superfluous. I do like the design of this with this thing going into the core. I've been known to make designs with things like that. All right, let's go spawn in this hover vessel and see if we can get it going. Bring. All right, up to the top, prefab spawn. Oh yeah. Now, you guys will notice on this tier 1 hover vessel that it's got places where you can obviously upgrade it and add extra things to it. So what I'm going to do is in here, let's do this, unlock, unlock. That's the next one of the next things I'm going to want to unlock. I want this and that, and then this and that, and then that will be another of the next things I unlock to get it so that it's a decent hover vessel with stuff in it and all. I'm gonna go ahead and make, alright, clink that, and then you can't make cargo boxes in here. Well, that's disappointing. Let's see if I can make this at the very least to put in there. Oh, also tools. Oh, I need 3 points to unlock it, which means I need one more level. I'll just go around picking some things. Let's go ahead and get mechanical components, optical fiber, and motors. Mechanical components, it only needs a few of them. I went ahead and did 10. It only needed 8. That's fine. Optical fiber, because I'm going to need, let's see, electronics and stuff like that. Okay, so optical fiber, it's going to need more steel plates, clank, computer, and one motor. So once that is all done, I'm going to need 2 more nanotubes, and then I should be good with that. And then with this, I'm going to need, should be good once I do that, I think. 1, 1, 2. What are you missing? Oh, something used nanotubes. Okay. More steel plates. And then that. Okay. I need to go find some things to fight and all that. Oh, let me make, I'm just going to go ahead and throw down, say, 100, which she'll use up 1,000 of those. I'm not going to wait for all 100 to get done. I'm just going to get a bit of it. Yeah, single steel blocks. Okay. Yeah, you'll see what my design for it is. Once I can get the... Alright, let's do this. Once I can get some experience, I need to go kill things for experience. Let's see. I'll just do this and fill that. I don't really need to fill the oxygen thing, but let's go ahead and call this Akua Rover, because this little thing is like a little rover. And there we go. Now I can go around finding things. Let's head on out this direction and see what we can find. Let's head down this little lake, the little riverbed right here. Yeah, you can put a core in the Titans to pull the whole engines from them. Unfortunately, with some of the with the non-rec POIs in multiplayer, you cannot put your own core in anymore because they're regeneratable, and regeneratable buildings you can't put your own core in anymore. The wrecks like the Titan you can though, because they're, you know, they're not regeneratable. The planets are procedurally generated to a point. I believe this one was actually designed, and then the only procedurally generated portion of it is deposit location and POI location. And that's what they're doing a lot for their single player stuff and for the multiplayer stuff as well. But with other scenarios and all, it completely procedurally generates the planets. I think eventually you'll be able to choose when you start a new game whether it's a procedurally generated one or the basic one that they've made. But for now, they wanted to test out how well the basic one they made does, so they went ahead and just just did that. Ah, there's a Titan front part. And trade station Akua, which should be like right ahead of me somewhere. Ah, there's something to fight. Okay. Let's go ahead and park this hover vessel right here on the beach. Did I ever really... I don't think I ever grabbed those bullets out of the constructor. I really ought to do that when I get back home. But for now... Alright, let's gather up some stamina so I can take on this cannon drone. I need to get within 69 meters of it. Hey. Troop transport. There we go. Alright, let's get in these residences before that troop transport makes landfall. And I should be able to use the facilities in here to recover. Oh, I can't use that. Okay, that's fine. No medicines. Here comes that troop transport. Okay. I've got a little bit of medicine here. The transport is landing a decent ways away. Maybe I can find some medicines in here. And at the very least, the food I get... Oh, bandages will be nice. The food I get will help me... Oh, my Akua berries down here spoiled. That's fine. I didn't need them anyway. And if I can make it back to... Let's see if I can find a multi-tool anywhere. Because if I can find a multi-tool, that would be awesome. There's an armor thing. Let's go ahead and throw this on there. Really? Again? Ah, there we go. Multi-tool. Alright. Oh, don't tell me that minigun drone's tearing apart my my hover vessel. I got a bad feeling about this. No. Ah, crap. See, before, if you hit them in the front, they would start spinning and you could just keep, you know, popping them. But now you can't. Now this is going to be a pain in the butt. Okay. Looks like my Akua rover got taken out. Crap. Ah, you stupid. Did I get my gun? I got my gun. But I didn't get the ammo for it. Great. Okay. This is annoying. Dang it. Dang it, I'm just gonna die right here again. Crap. Yes, I know. If I go in the water, but then I won't be able to get my backpacks and stuff, I don't think. Let's see. Alright, because if I'm in the water here, see, my backpacks are 100 meters away, and that's not going to do me any good. Let's see if this if my Akua rover is damaged. Yep, it just annihilated the core. Yep. Well, crap. This is going to be a long time going home. Alright, minigun drone, just go away. Just leave. I can't use my drone. Those are too far away. See, if I do this, it's just going to get to like halfway to them. See? That thing shot it anyway. Frack. That's what I get for trying to take out the cannon drone smartly. Okay. Eventually you would think they would go away, but they don't unless they can't see you. Maybe if I go far enough under the water, it'll disappear. It'll go away. If I get far enough away, you just gonna go away? Just continue on your way like that direction. And now I might be able to go back and get my backpack and stuff. Crap. Maybe if I take that apart and then throw stuff back into my factory, I can build another one. And I've got to keep an eye out for the roaming things that were dropped off by the Alright. Let's disassemble this. Not that it's going to give me everything that I put into it, but alright. Let's, because I can still only do the tier 1, which is fine. I like the tier 1. I don't want to put that in there yet. There is no permadeath mode in here yet. I don't think they're planning on adding one, to be honest, because it would make the game a little bit too difficult. They might add one just for people who like that, but okay. It's not even anywhere near what I put into it. That helped a bit. I really need to go take care of that minigun drone. But I'm afraid that that whatchamacallit thing dropped off some bad things that are just going to shoot me in the face. If I come around this way, heck, it might even just go up that mountain and not. Nope, it's coming after me. Let me get behind this tree here. Now I can fight it. Come on, get within 69. There we go. Okay. Crap. Maybe if I get into these residences. Crap. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to get home without a hover vessel. Alright, there's the troop transport. There's the minigun drone. I just want to hide from the minigun drone. And grab my backpack. I should hopefully be able to get... Nope, not quite close enough. Crap. If the minigun drone would go away... I could get it from here. Maybe. Crap. I would love to use a med kit. I ain't got one. And I don't think there's a med station here either. Crap. Nice. Thank you, everybody. 1,000 subscribers right now. Awesome. Oh, am I right next to... I'm right next to my backpack. Okay. If I can get in... Okay. Come on, a little bit more. All right. I don't think the troop transport's been dropping things off. But just in case, let me do this. Alright, first, okay. I'm going to use you as a temporary storage device. Throw all this stuff in there, because I don't need to hold on to all that stuff. If I can't get it back, there's no point in holding it. Okay, now yeah, it doesn't appear that it's actually dropped off any aliens, which is a good thing, which means I can chill here for a bit. Okay. So what I need is to get some things that I can use in there. Let's see. Doesn't contribute. That does. Nothing I can use. Nothing I can use. That'll contribute 1. What I really need to do is take out the core. Core, I believe, is underneath here. Oh, I've got plenty of ammo now. Oh, and that guy died. It's taken a long time to take out this core. Thanks, Paul, for waiting to become my 1,000th subscriber. That's awesome. Alright, just, nah, just... Okay. Now I should be able to do that. Is that another? No, that's a troop transport. Okay. Okay. Now let's go about taking apart anything back there? No. Some of these buildings actually have things back there. Now, one thing that you may not know is that the creatures like this, when you take them apart, you can get gold coins. So any of the ones that are... Now, you're holding my food stuff. So any of the ones that are sitting down, you can do that and get gold coins for them. Then when you put the gold coins in the when you put the gold coins in the whatchamacallit, ATM, yeah, you get stuff back. You can, you know, credits for having disassembled people. It's weird. The unfortunate thing is there's not a whole lot here that gives you stuff. Did I get... Those just give you steel plates. I may not have enough to actually make this. Crap. Alright. That'll at least bring me closer. Electronics. That doesn't do it. That might. A little bit. I don't want to get rid of that because I can't make another one yet. I really ought to have brought my whatchamacallit, the survival constructor with me, but I left it at home. Okay, give me what you can. And then... we're gonna need to go find some other things. Uh-oh. There's a Xerax. Crap. Okay. I just gotta get out of here. I'm gonna make my way to the MS Titan front part and see what I can get from there. Nope. 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 You ain't gonna hit me. Sorry guys, I don't feel like being Xerax food. Okay. MS Titan front part. Can't break in. I gotta find a way in. I don't know what happened to my sound. I don't know if you guys can still hear it. There we go. There's got to be a way in. I don't remember how, though. Maybe you have to dig to get in. But I don't have a diggy thing. Alright. Hold on. Will this get me in? I don't know why I can't, my sound bar isn't working. Come on. Get me in there. Because the core is inside. Although I might have to dig to get to the core. That would be okay. Alright, so I'm here in the MS Titan front part now. I don't have a whole lot of fuel for my drill left, and I'm going to have to dig down here to get to the core. I've only got about 5 minutes left in the stream for today, but I wanted to thank everybody who joined me today. I want to thank all of my subscribers, new and old. You guys are awesome, and hope you continue to follow me and to, you know, have fun playing games and all. I just want to thank you guys so much for helping me hit 1,000. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for the 1,000 subscriber thing. I was considering doing a special episode or a special stream or something. Oh, now I can hear. Oh, now I've got to open this crap. Hopefully I'll be able to do it in 24 bullets. I doubt it. Nope. Well, that looks like that's going to be it. I know you guys can't hear the sound anymore. My sound bar shut off. I think it died, although it didn't give the standard dying message, which is weird. But anyway, hopefully I can find some more some boxes that have some stuff in it. I know there's a few boxes around, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's gonna be it for this stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me, and thank you for everyone for the subscribes and all the support. I really appreciate it, and keep on being awesome. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button for me. That'll give me copper. And for those of you who haven't yet subscribed, if you want to see more Empyrion Galactic Survival and many other games, go ahead and subscribe. As always, I'm KnowItAllDM, and y'all have a good day now.